Doug Jones in with his handlers. Manager Alex Koskowitz with the coat on, jacket. Lou Gross with him there. Lou Gross is his trainer. Raleigh Hackmer is the trainer. Lou Gross is one of the handlers. Raleigh is talking to Jones over in the corner now. A very fine trainer, by the way. Here comes the champion, Ernie Terrell. Ernest Terrell. Here's Ernie coming in now with his handlers. Ernie Terrell, the WBA heavyweight champion, coming in to defend against Doug Jones. The gloves will be put on in the center of the ring. They are actually on the floor of the ring now in the center. There's some hold-up. Ernie Terrell is right outside the ring. He hasn't been brought in yet. He's been standing there about 25 or 30 seconds. It's a boxer and a puncher in this one. Terrell, the boxer, and Jones, the puncher. That always makes for a good heavyweight bout. The holdup seems to be, we get a report that Jones is in the wrong corner and his manager refuses to move him. And on the other hand, Terrell won't come in the ring until his corner is clear. That's one for the Department of Labor of Texas to settle. There's Big Ernie. And there's Doug. Maybe they could let them both sit in the same corner, although I don't know if that would be cricket or even boxing. Well, this is the first time I've seen this happen.
They got him there. I don't know what the story is.
I'm going to... Raleigh, what's the problem? I'm talking to Raleigh Hackmer, Jones' trainer. What's the problem, Raleigh?
Well, the signs are having a little difficulty as to what corner we should be in. We've come up here first, so we feel that we're entitled to this corner.
Well, tell me, Raleigh, what difference does it make?
Well, it makes a little difference now because Doug has ambition to be the next heavyweight champion of the world, and he is a little bit superstitious at this time.
You mean about changing corners?
That's right, Don.
Okay, Raleigh. As good an answer as any.
Manuel Gonzalez, Joe Frazier, Bobby Felstein, Roy Harris. Come to the ring, please.
Well, I don't know. Seems to me maybe they ought to toss a coin. Oh, I guess it's one of those war of nerves that they usually come up with in boxing. I mean, Doug Jones pulling a war of nerves on Ernie Terrell. Jones is now sitting down in the corner. He obviously has no intention of moving. At least, not at this moment. And but they are making a concession, though. They just changed stools. He may keep the corner and give Ernie Terrell the stool. Well, there's Ernie doing a little shadow boxing outside the ring. Maybe Ernie is making a concession. There's his trainer, Sam Solomon, preceding him into the ring. There's Big Ernie Terrell. And apparently he's going to give way.
Okay, choose your weapon.
The referee in this contest will be Ernie Taylor. While we're waiting, I'll give you the rules as they are down here in Houston, Texas. The scoring is a 10-point must. 10 points to the winner of a round, 9 or less to the loser, and if it's an even round in the opinion of the referee and the two judges, or in their opinions, it is 10 points for each. There is a 3 knockdown rule. Man is knocked down 3 times in one round, he is out. And there is a mandatory 8 count, which the boxer must take if he is floored. The count, however, differs. It does not continue at the bell. If a man is floored at or near the bell, he could be saved by the bell. And now here's Benny King.
Manuel Gonzalez, Joe Frazier, Bobby Feldstein, Roy Harris, come to the ring, please. Joe Frazier.
Joe Frazier, the Olympic champion, took the place of Buster Mathis in the Olympics in 1964 in Tokyo and went on to victory. He's undefeated as a professional, as is Mathis, and their paths will cross again sometime, I'm sure. They are painstakingly careful about the lacing of the gloves. Going back to the rule again, just to remind you, the 10-point must system, 10 points to the winner of a round, 9 or less to a loser, 10 each in an even round. The 3 knockdown rule is in effect, and so is the mandatory 8 count. The referee is in sole charge in this bout. He is the one to stop it or let it continue. It is up to him. The count does not continue, however, if a man is down at the bell. A man can be saved at the bell here. That's Doug Jones. This is probably the first time in boxing history where 2 mustachioed fighters have fought for a championship. Jones and Terrell both sporting mustaches.
The officials for this bout, judging on this side is Max Russ. Judging on this side, Chris Jordan. The referee for this event, Ernie Taylor. This is for the World's Heavyweight Championship. The challenger, wearing the dark trunks, 187.5 pounds, hailing from New York City, Doug Jones. Doug Jones. And the heavyweight champion of the world, fighting out of Chicago and Atlantic City, New Jersey, 209.5 pounds, Ernie Terrell. Ernie Terrell. 15 rounds.
Let's hear the instructions by the referee.
All right, fellas, let's have a good, clean fight. Whenever I say break, it means break, and it means step back. In the event of a knockdown, you have to take the count of 8. The other one goes to the furthest neutral corner, and I'm going to designate the furthest neutral corner. If you get knocked down 3 times in any one round, the fight is over. And then whenever I say break, it means protect yourself, it means to step back. If you can't fight in these clinches, let's don't get in them. Shake hands down, come out swinging.
There's a knockdown, does the fighter, does you continue to count at the bell?
Yes. Yes.
Do you continue to count at the bell?
No, at the end of...
At the end of the round?
No.
There's a knock on the bell that says
Yeah, the bell ends around and it does, and the fighter's not out. Don't continue. Shake hands, come out swinging.
Ready now, round 1, the WBA Heavyweight Championship. Champion Ernie Terrell in the white trunks. In the black trunks, it's Doug Jones. Ernie Terrell from Chicago and Atlantic City. Jones from New York City. Terrell has one of the best left jabs in the history of boxing. It's a darting, sharp affair. Jones packed his power in his right hand. The question is, can Jones slip and slide away from the jab? Terrell can be figured to jab, jab, jab as long as the fight goes. And they are hard jabs, as Jones has just found out. Terrell has a big reach advantage. He's got a reach of 82 inches to 77 for Jones. Jones has that good sneaky right hand. Round one is half over. Has been very fast, as you can see. A jab of Terrell is a hard weapon to get by. 45 seconds left in the round. He can keep jabbing that way all night. Seconds left in this round. Go back to the corner with the WBA heavyweight champion Ernest Terrell, who was born in Inverness, Mississippi, now lives in Chicago. Terrell was born April 4th, 1939. He's 27 years old. He is 6 feet 6 inches tall and weighs 209.5 pounds, has a reach of 82 inches. In the corner with him, facing him head on, is trainer Sam Solomon. On the left is one of his handlers, Milt Bailey, and on the right-hand side is Joe Walcott. Not in the corner, but at ringside is personal physician Dr. Robert Bass of Philadelphia. Terrell, the WBA heavyweight champion, is at 42 fights. He's won 38, lost 4. He's knocked out 18. He was stopped once by Cleveland Williams in 7 rounds, TKO down here in Houston, but he defeated Williams later on a decision in Philadelphia. Round 2 at Houston in the Sam Houston Coliseum. Ernie Terrell, the champion in the white trunks. Doug Jones, the challenger, in black. Jones has to figure out what to do about that darting left hand. The best since Joe Lewison. The referee is Ernie Taylor. keeping Jones off balance with that jab. Crowd didn't like Terrell's holding and hitting there. Those are not just flicking jabs by Terrell. They've got power behind them. Jones trying to get in there. Some of them are short, some of those jabs. This bunch was. And Jones is claiming a low punch, and the referee tells Terrell to keep it up. Jones was dropped. Seconds left in the round. They're in Jones' corner. There's the bell. The crowd is in an uproar. Jones was hit a body punch, which could have been low. It was right on the belt line, and there's the handler, Luke Rose, going over and talking to the referee in Doug Jones' corner. Jones was born in New York City, February 27, 1937. He's 29 years old. He's 6'1", weighs 187 and a half, has a reach of 77 inches. The referee has taken a point away from Ernie Terrell for the low punch in that round. Terrell had a big round, but he lost a point for the low punch. Jones almost never recovered from it. And here's the bell for round 3. Ernie Terrell, the WBA heavyweight champion in the white trunks. Doug Jones in the black trunks. Jones took an awesome going over. But at the end of the round, seemed a little bit better. He never quite recovered from that low punch. Perspiring freely under these warm ring lights in the Sam Houston Coliseum in Houston, Texas. Jones is pressing his man now. Jabs did not get in there. One minute left in round 3. going to try to get Joe Frazier, the undefeated heavyweight. And we'd like to tell you that the referee, Ernie Taylor, took 1 point away from Ernie Terrell for the low punch he landed in round 2. The punch that almost started Jones to the canvas. And the punch that made the round so big for Terrell. In other words, if this was a 10, if you scored that round 10-9 in favor of Terrell, that you then would make it 9-9. At the end of this round, we'll talk to Joe Frazier. Here's round 4. Joe, if you were Jones, how would you get away from that jab?
Jones he's working the right way with the jab, but he should slip in and from the right and the left a little more than he's going straight in more.
I noticed
he
that.
should slip in right. He should be slipping left and right. Now that way he can count all right.
To me, Joe, that looks like a good jab. What do you think?
Well, he has a good jab, no doubt about that.
Power behind it.
Oh, he got a whole lot of power behind his jab. For a big man, he could box real well.
The crowd is getting on Terrell for holding. Jones blocked those jabs. Now seems to be with Doug Jones, the underdog, and the challenger for Ernie Terrell's WBA title. Joe Frazier, I've got a feeling that this bout was one-sided for 2 rounds in favor of Terrell, but I think it's fairly even now. How do you see it?
Oh, I think that the rounds is very even. I think Doug is doing a very good job with Terrell moving in, and I don't think I would fight him no different no more, and I would slip a little more than he did, you know, and inside if it would have been me, you know, fight.
How tall are you, Joe?
I'm about 6 now, just about touching 6.
You think you might grow any more?
Well, at 22, I hope to grow some more anyway.
Well, Joe, it's pretty tough fighting a man 6 feet 6 if you're giving 6 inches, isn't it?
Yes, it is, but I say for myself, I never fought anybody over 6'4", 6'3".
Oh, you fought big men.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
How about the reach? How important is that to you?
It makes a whole lot different, and it's very important to you because a tall man can actually keep you off with that jab.
All right, we're coming up to round 5, Joe. WBA heavyweight champion Ernie Terrell in the white trunks. Challenger Doug Jones in the black trunks. Now Terrell looks as though he's going to try to take charge again. Terrell now going for a knockout. In that case, he might leave himself open. Ernie Taylor, the referee. Round 5, it's scheduled for 15. If you see anything, you just tell us.
Well, I think both of the guys are doing a very good job here. And, but just like I said, I think Doug should slip into those jabs. If he slip into the jabs, he can hook to the body.
Well, now, how about that low punch? You've got pretty good protective covering around the groin when you fight, haven't you, Joe?
That's right.
Should a punch affect him that much?
Well, if it's a real low, it can hurt.
There's the bell ending round 5. We're in the corner of Doug Jones. I was going to point out to you, maybe we'll go over and take a look at Ernie Terrell's corner. Ernie's won 14 in a row. You may be interested in knowing how Terrell became the WBA heavyweight champion. Well, when Cassius Clay stopped Sonny Liston at the end of 6 rounds in Miami to win the title, the heavyweight championship, there was an alleged return bout contract with Sonny Liston for another bout. Now, return bout contracts are not allowed under the rules of the World Boxing Association, and they took their recognition of Clay away, and then recognized the winner of a bout between Terrell and Eddie Machen. They were matched to fight in Chicago in '65, and Terrell won it, and subsequently won on a decision from George Chuvalo, defending the title in Toronto last fall. Round 6, Doug Jones, the black trunks, Ernie Terrell in white. There have been no knockdowns. Terrell had a very big round in the second after nailing Jones with a low punch, for which he was subsequently penalized, but he had Jones in real trouble. Since then, it has been fairly close. Joe Frazier, do you think they can keep this pace for 15 rounds?
Well, both of the guys look like they're in real top shape. And from the way it's moving, look like you're going to go all the way.
How far do you feel you are from a bout with either one of them?
Well, my trainer says from 2 years to 14 months, so therefore I'm moving pretty good. No, definitely.
Good, that's a good idea. How many have you won, 10?
10 so far.
Joe, I know you're anxious to get back to your seat. I want to thank Joe Frazier, Olympic champion and undefeated heavyweight, for analyzing the fight for us in these early rounds. Thank you very much, Joe.
Okay, thank you.
Round 6 is half over. To go in this round. There seems to be a slight cut beside the right eye of Ernie Terrell. I just saw him flick his glove at it. That could be a factor. We go back to the corner with the WBA heavyweight champion, Ernie Terrell. Terrell has victories over Chevalo, Cleveland Williams, Zora Foley, and Eddie Machen among the named fighters. He was matched with Cassius Clay last March, but the fight didn't come off. The doctor who was at ringside with Ernie Terrell is now up in the ring working on the eye. Dr. Robert Bass of Philadelphia. And Milt Bailey is also working on it. The referee, Ernie Taylor, has gone over to look. It's coming up to round 7, and with 9 rounds left, a cut could be mighty important. Sam Solomon talking to Terrell. Here's the bell for round 7. Ernie Terrell, white trunks, Doug Jones in black. Terrell is 6 feet 6, and Jones is 6 feet 1. At the end of this round, we're going to talk to Johnny Temple, all-star Major League second baseman, and now an all-star sports announcer down here in Houston. Doing more bobbing, weaving, flipping, and sliding now, away from those jabs. Watching the fight on closed-circuit TV in Lowe's Sheraton Hotel in New York City. pretty hard to get by, and Jones is finding it difficult. There's the bell. Johnny Temple, they tell me you were in a few fights. Are these fights different?
Well, yes, you can't run here, Don. I want to take this opportunity to welcome the people from all over the country into the city of Houston. We think it's fast becoming a sports capital of the world with our Astrodome, with our pro football, our great University of Houston golf team. It's just great down here, Don.
You on the Chamber of Commerce?
No, but we found some roots down here, and I'm just so happy to be here in Houston, and I'd like to say hello to all my friends that used to watch me out there with Mike Millen playing second base.
Oh, you've got a lot of friends. How about the fight, John?
Well, as I see it now, I think Jones is coming along. I believe that condition is going to play certainly a big part in the outcome of this fight. I know Jones is in shape. I watched him work for 3 weeks, and he's ready to go. And I think he's coming on strong, Don. What do you think?
He is in
There's
good
a
shape.
cut here over Terrell's eye that might be a factor here, but Jones can't seem to get to it anymore.
Round 7. In the Sam Houston Coliseum, we're talking to Johnny Temple, who is analyzing the fight for us at this moment. John is a non-professional fighter, a professional sports announcer. I will hold that, but Jones is in trouble again. Jones, who is bothering Terrell. John, I think Jones is slowing up a little bit here.
Yes, Terrell has hit him a couple of good punches here in this round. This is Terrell's best round, I think, since the third when he had Jones in a little trouble.
Yeah. Jones, who is bothering Terrell. John, I think Jones is slowing up a little bit here.
Yes, Terrell has hit him a couple of good punches here in this round. This is Terrell's best round, I think, since the third when he had Jones in a little trouble.
Yeah. of a 15-round bout. The midway point. The steam has gone out of Jones. There's no question about that. There's the bell. Johnny, while we're taking a look at the corner, how does the fight look to you now?
I think that perhaps, as you said, Jones has slowed up a little bit, particularly in that last round. I thought perhaps he was coming along a little stronger there prior to that round, Don. Seemed to be. I really enjoy myself.
You don't get taken out of a play in sports announcing.
No, and I can get on an umpire without the man fining me 50.
Thank you very much, Johnny Temple, great second baseman, now sports director of KHOU Television and Youth.
My pleasure, Don.
Round 9 in the Sam Houston Coliseum. Ernie Terrell in the white trunks, Doug Jones in black. Referee is Ernie Taylor. There have been no knockdowns. Too much holding. Less than a minute left in round 9 of this 15-rounder. Doug Jones' trunks are starting to slide down. Perhaps he's losing a little weight. Now they are holding more, as you can see. Jones got nailed with a whipping right-hand punch at the bell. We're going to speak to one of the wealthy men in the Ernie Terrell organization, George Hammett Jr., who is the owner of the Steel Pier in Atlantic City. George, how does a well-off gentleman get involved with a boxer?
Well, I got involved with Ernie when he got into the situation where he had no fight after he thought he had a big one back in March, and then he appeared on a television show which we had as a singer. And so when I found a boxer and a singer in one combination, I found him to be also a very fine human being, and so we decided to work with him.
George, he's a pretty good guitarist, and he has his own group, doesn't he?
Yes, he is. And after the 7 or 8 months layoff, I think Ernie's coming along very beautifully in this fight.
What part do you play in the organization?
Well, I am the business manager. I run all of the finances and the business for the corporation. And now they're going back out there, so I guess my attention is going to be elsewhere now, Don.
All right, George, thank you very much. It's round 10. Ernie Terrell in the white trunks, Doug Jones in black. Referee is Ernie Taylor. No knockdowns. Jones drew a caution from the referee. Terrell is again dominating the fight as he did in the first couple of rounds. Jones looked pretty good in the middle round. Jones is tiring, there's no question about that. Less than a minute to go in round 10 of the 15-rounder. And Jones' trunks go lower and lower. The pace has been very fast and the evening has been warm, and the boxers are slowing down a little bit as we come to the end of round 10. There's the bell ending round 10. Back to the corner with Doug Jones. Lou Gross taking the mouthpiece out. Raleigh Hackmer is the trainer in the front of him. The other gentleman in there, we don't know, to be honest with you. Alex Koskowitz, the manager, was supposed to be in there. Jones seems to be having difficulty breathing in his corner between rounds. We're coming up to round 11. And Terrell seems to be pulling away. Terrell is now trying for a knockout. Is very puffy around the right eye. right hand. The clinch is near a neutral corner. The big factor in this bout has been Ernie Terrell's long left hand. 6 feet 6, and he's got a 5-inch reach advantage over Jones, who is almost 6 feet 1. To go in round 11. Ernie Terrell, the World Boxing Association heavyweight champion. Jones, the challenger. Round 11 almost over. There's the bell. Jones started to walk toward a neutral corner. They've got him back on his own reservation now. Jackie Barrett has now moved into the corner with Doug Jones. He's wiping off his face with a towel. He's the former matchmaker at Madison Square Garden, a post now held by Teddy Brenner. Round 12 coming up. Ernie Terrell, the white trunks, Doug Jones in black. This is a 15-round bout. Terrell still dominating the fight as he defends his WBA heavyweight championship in the Sam Houston Coliseum in Houston, Texas. No knockdowns, as you know. Unknown man was in Jones' corner. It was Roxy Kalo, K-A-L-O. Also a boxing man. This round is half over, round 12. Ernie Taylor, the referee. tired. Jones started with a very good punch that time. Round 12 almost over. There's the bell, ending round 12. And the crowd is voicing some unhappiness over the bout. There's a wide shot of the ring. Terrell's corner on the right-hand side, and Jones on the left. It was a sizzling contest for the first 8 or 9 rounds, but it has started to slow down. There's the corner of the champion Terrell, and now there's Doug Jones. Jones has 5 people in his corner now. Round 13 of a 15-round bout. They're exhorting Jones to do more, the men in his corner. Doug Jones trying to get in, and get in with a punch that might turn it his way. Big punch of the fight was in the second round by Terrell, a low punch, which almost floored Jones and left him rather helpless for almost a minute and a half of the round. It seemed he might get knocked out. Terrell was penalized a point by the referee for that. And then Jones came back after that and made it a pretty good fight until the 8th round, when Terrell started to pull away again. Men are wearing 8-ounce gloves and a 16-foot ring. Jones, a good punch is his right hand, but he's not using it too often. As you can see, Terrell at 6'6" is a very hard man to fight. A minute to go in this round, round 13. Ernie Terrell, the referee, got nailed a light punch a moment ago. Jones scored good with a left hook. There's the bell ending round 13. We're in the corner of the WBA heavyweight champion, Ernie Terrell. Milt Bailey working on the right eye, which is just slightly cut. It was cut in the sixth round, but it never got bad. It never really bothered Terrell. It's just a slight cut. Sam Solomon, his trainer, is there with him. The referee is over talking and arguing with Solomon now. Ernie Taylor, the referee. Mr. Taylor, I'm sure, would like to see less holding. Round 14 of a 15-round bout. There have been no knockdowns. Ernie Terrell, white trunks, Doug Jones in black. Says, get out of there and fight. Did not call out a knockdown. There was no mandatory 8 count. Oh, he had a little excitement there. Jones seems none the worse for wear after the low blow. Now that one was not low. 1 minute left in this round. About 25 seconds left in this round. There's the bell ending round 14. Let's see if the referee takes another point away. 2 this time. I understand from Gene Ward of the New York News that the referee has now taken 2 points away from Terrell in that round. So I would figure on the 10-point must system, if he got 10 points for the round, he's down to 8. Maybe Jones won the round. 3 points in all have been taken away from Terrell, 1 in the second for a low punch and 2 in the 14th. If this is a close bout and you can't be sure how people are going to score it, those 3 points taken away could be very vital indeed. We're coming up to the 15th and final round. And a cheer goes up from the crowd. official knockdowns in the contest. Now, just 1 minute left in the fight in the 15th and final round. And now Terrell seems to be tired. The scoring here in Texas is 10-point must. Seconds left in the fight. It's almost over. Its displeasure. Apparently they didn't like the holding. He's scoring a 10-point must. 10 points to the winner of a round, 9 or less to a loser.
The decision. Cleveland Williams manager challenges the winner for Cleveland Williams and guarantees a knockout.
It has been announced that Cleveland Williams manager has challenged the winner and guarantees a knockout. Williams knocked out Todd Herring in the semifinal. The referee is Ernie Taylor. And the judges are Max Rust and Chris Jordan. Let me know immediately if Jones won, will you? Waiting for the officials in charge. The Commissioner of Labor of Texas, Charles H. King. Boxing is under the jurisdiction of the Department of Labor. The Houston Commissioner, Max Swindowski, and the Chief Deputy, Alton Erickson, to go over the cards. At one point in the bout, in the 14th round, Raleigh Hackma, the trainer of Doug Jones, charged into the ring, across the ring to the referee when Jones was hit low. Now, Terrell and Jones are chatting, as often happens in these bouts. After they're over, the boys cool down, and they're they're not mad at each other anymore. A crowd of about 10,000 sat in on the proceedings, which is a good crowd. They are still going over the cards. Of course, when you add up 9 times 15 or 10 times 15, here comes the decision by announcer Benny King.
And the decision, as verified by the commission from the judges and the referee. Judge Chris Jordan, Doug Jones, 140 points. Ernie Terrell, 146. Judge Maxie Russ, Doug Jones, 141. Ernie Terrell, 146.
Terrell is the winner by a majority decision.
Referee Ernie Taylor, Doug Jones, 140. Ernie Terrell, 145. The winner by a unanimous decision and still champion of the world, Ernie Terrell! Ernie Terrell!
Ernie Terrell retains his World Boxing Association Heavyweight Championship.
The champion,
The announcer
Ernie
had the
Terrell.
crowd, which was partisan, in favor of Jones, kind of thinking that Jones might have won by announcing Jones' name first each time. But all three of the officials voted in favor of Ernie Terrell, who thereby has retained his WBA Heavyweight Championship before a crowd of 10,000 in the Sam Houston Coliseum in Houston, Texas. And this is a beautiful place to see a fight from, a nice clean auditorium. I might say that we have enjoyed our stay here in Houston. Promoted by Texas Boxing Enterprises, Earl Gilliam promoter. The producer of this telecast was Michael Mallitz. The director was Mac Hemian. The technical supervisor was Al Pettis. Technical facilities were supplied by WFAA TV in Dallas, Texas.
I'm going to bring it over.